it's a lot been going on in the baddies world, okay? And let me talk about this first incident that just happened last night, okay? So apparently the baddies are in ATL right now, and they're getting ready to do their first filming, okay? I want to say it's probably the intros or whatever. So anywho, all the girlies, they're in Atlanta, and so apparently Ivory and Stunna Girl got some type of beef. I don't really know what the beef is about, because apparently Ivory said that, you know what I'm saying, she mentioned Stunna or something like that. I know that Ivory and Stunna had dealings because Stunna had this network that she was trying to run or whatever, and she was trying to recruit Ivory basically to be on the network or whatever. And anyway, something went wrong with that, and Ivory spoke on that or whatever, whoop de whoop. And so I guess that's where the beef is coming from. I'm not really too sure. So, anywho, we seen like a video that was posted, you know, with Stunna Girl riding around town in ATL. Apparently, she was looking for Ivory and Anna. Okay.
Know about you bitches, I'm getting to it here. I'm trying to put this shit in motion how I need it. I'm coming straight about that blood, I had to bleed it. And I don't know about these niggas, that is bitches.
Okay, so according to Ivory, Stunna was supposed to meet up with her at the club, and they were supposed to handle that at the club. Okay, Ivory got her hair done and everything by Cliff. She had this nice ass beat down or whatever that Cliff did, and so everybody was supposed to go out to the club or to a booking, and apparently Stunna Girl was supposed to pull up at the club and handle that with Ivory. But instead, Stunna Girl pulls up to the hotel room where Ivory was, and apparently she brought a crew of friends with her, okay? So let's take a look at the video where Ivory's talking about everything that went down and the aftermath of the fight that happened between Ivory and Stunna and all Stunna's friends, okay? I'll be right back.
Bitch, Stunna Girl and all her friends just jumped me, bitch. I came out. Bitch, Stunna Girl and all her friends just jumped me, bitch. I came out. Bitch, is y'all cool? I ain't scared of you. It was 10 of them, bitch. I ain't just worked them, bitch. On the death homies, I just smacked them, bitch. Macked them, bitch. Macked them. Macked them, bitch. To the hospital. Stunna Girl her way to the hospital, bitch. I just beat that hoe. I just beat that hoe. I just beat Stunna Girl and her friends the fuck up, nigga. Bitch. You cool, bitch? This big Ivory, bitch. Bitch, I been needed that. Bitch, is you cool? Hoe? Bitch, I'm not worried about nothing, bitch. Never, bitch. On the dead homies, bitch. Is you cool? Fuck.
I don't know. Ivory don't look like, for her to have been jumped by multiple people, I would expect for a lot more damage to have been done. But with that being said, Ivory is a fighter, so you know what I'm saying. I'm quite sure she was able to hold her own to a certain extent, but it's still crazy that she got jumped by so many people. Now, I did show you guys the video with Stunna riding around, and you did see at least 6-7 people in that car, okay? So, at the very least, she was jumped by 7 people, and it was a nigga in the car. So, with that being said, I think it's real crazy how Stunna Girl still does these crazy, makes these street hood booger moves, because at the end of the day, whatever beef that you got with Ivory should be irrelevant. Like, Stunna always, you know, likes to call a bitch broke and likes to talk about how people are beneath her, but yet at the same time you always come down to the crummy level and you want to take shit to the streets. Ivory also claimed in her video that she put a gash on Stunna's head, that she beat Stunna's friend's ass, she beat beat Stunna's ass, and so Stunna posted this picture. She posted this little video right here, and as you can see, it doesn't look like she was really touched at all. But even with her posting that video or whatever, whoop de whoop, because she should have posted it last night. Apparently, she posted it some point this morning. Ivory went on live like right after the incident. You feel me? So, bitch, if you had a knot or two on your head, you had ample time to like put some ice on that shit and cover that shit up. I feel like there has to be some truth to what Ivory said, because Stunna is known to jump on live right after some shit happened. So I feel like the fact that she didn't jump on live right away, and you know what I'm saying, and waited to the next day to do shit, I feel like there's some truth in what Ivory said. Either way, regardless to whether or not Ivory put a gash on Stunna's head or not, it was still one girl versus all the motherfuckers. So Stunna don't get no cool points from me from the shit that she pulled. You feel me? Now, Ivory was raising hell, so much so that Natalie had to come out and speak about the situation, because people were saying that Natalie had something to do with Ivory being set up. Like, for example, how did Stunna Girl know where Ivory was staying at, and which hotel she was at, and this, and the third. But I don't believe that Natalie had anything to do with that. I don't think that she partaked in anything that happened. But I do believe that she knew something was going to go down, because Stunna Girl and Natalie caught a flight together to Atlanta, okay? And there was a video clip that's going viral with Stunna and Natalie at the airport, and Stunna made a comment about she's going to meet her in the parking lot or some shit like that.
That bitch even know what hotel I was at, fool. And let's be real, bitch. Which one of you weirdos just gave that bitch my location anyway, bitch?
And so people are putting two and two together, and so I feel like Natalie knew something was gonna go down, or she knew that Stunna had something up her sleeve, but I don't think she knew to what extent, or she knew when and where and how everything was going to go down. But I do believe that she knew Stunna was going to be up to something, and that Stunna had that type of energy, was on that type of time for Ivory, okay? Now, with that being said, Natalie Nunn came out to speak her piece about the whole situation. So here's what she had to say.
Everybody has going on, whatever is, because I didn't even know that Stunna Girl had beef, or Ivory had beef with Stunna Girl. I didn't know any of them had beef. I don't know where that beef would have even came from. I didn't even know. So, and
Natalie is, one thing I could say, she is extremely fucking messy, okay? But at the end of the day, I don't feel like Natalie would do anything that would cause a liability to her, okay? These girls work for her. These girls are on her show. So I don't feel like she would have done anything to directly cause a liability on herself. Like, for example, if she knew where Ivory was staying at, I don't think that she would be the type to send somebody to Ivory or tell Stunna Girl exactly where Ivory was. I don't think she would have done that. And if she had been part of that, there would have definitely been some cameras involved. Now, Ivory did say that she filmed the incident, so let's hope that she go ahead and drop the footage so we can see what really went down with our own eyeballs. But as of this point, it's Ivory word versus Stunna. Stunna saying that Ivory didn't do much or do shit, because obviously she posted the video showing that her face was, you know what I'm saying, whatever, whoop to whoop. But you can tell the bitch had makeup on, okay? Either that or she colored her eyebrows and her lips are just naturally that color pink. Bitch, you had on makeup, okay? So I can't really give you no credit for that. And on top of that, like I said before, you still brought multiple people to fight one person. So either way, I'm not even gonna give you no cool points or no credit or nothing for that. That's just you know what I'm saying? You brought a bunch of bitches to pack Ivory out, and it didn't go down the way that you wanted it to. Because if you're gonna bring all them people to pack her out, she should have been fucked up, okay? Ivory was, she looked like something happened, but she didn't look like 10 bitches had jumped on her. That's all I'm saying, okay? Either way, this is a sad situation, and it can be very dangerous for all parties involved. And I hope that they figure out some type of way to get the situation settled, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, Stunna Girl's not gonna be able to take her whole crew with her to Africa. Okay, so when you get to Africa, you gonna be on Ivory's territory, because Ivory can get you, bitch. So I'm just saying, like, I wonder how they're gonna handle that whole situation, but I guess we will see. Now, in other baddie news, so the girls was spotted out at a basketball game or some type of sports event, okay? And in the video, you see Rolly, Scotty, Automac, Big Lex, and I guess one of the other girls, one of the new girls from the new cast or whatever, and they all out and about, okay? And you see them sitting down or whatever, whoop. But in the next clip, Big Lex seemingly throws shade towards Anna, saying that she's gonna beat Anna's ass.
Nice. You need nice. Nice.
You want a picture with the baddie? Yo, let's not go that shit. Give her kiss. You hate me. Just say you want to be my ass.
I am gonna beat your ass.
Here's my thing. I don't think that there's no real beef between Anna and Lex at this point, because I feel like if there was, they would not be out and about hanging together in the same group of friends. Like, it's not as if y'all on the show right now or y'all filming. So for them to be out doing things together, I don't feel like there's real beef. I feel like they're gonna probably try to keep up the pretense, you know, to build a storyline for this coming season. But you can't tell me that them two is out hanging with each other like that, and or in the same group, and they still got that same type of animosity. So next with that situation, it ain't nothing but for me, it ain't nothing but a storyline, okay? I'm not gonna feed or read too much into that. Now, also in other Zeus news, or Zeus baddie news, this girl here, she's not actually a baddie, but she did come to the auditions for last year's auditions, okay? What it was for Baddies Midwest. So she was at the auditions for Baddie Midwest, and I'm not gonna lie, I remember her vividly, because she's the one who wore that red jacket. She was the stud that was dressed down to the T, and she had this red fur jacket on. Now, pause. This year at the Baddies Africa auditions, there was a girl there with blonde short hair and a red jacket, but that's not the same girl, okay? This girl right here in this video right here, she packed some girl out. Like, she knocked that bitch cold out, and I thought that they was gonna put her on the show, okay? But one thing I noticed, that they don't seem to be doing too well with the studs. Like, they don't I haven't seen nothing but one stud on the show, and that was Saya. And as far as Saya's concerned, Saya's been in the industry. She does have clout, and I feel like that's the only reason why they had Saya on there. But for the most part, I really didn't expect them to put her on the show like that, because she was a stud, and it don't seem like they go for studs like that on the show. But that's neither here nor there. Homegirl came out with a diss song for Natalie, and when I tell you this bitch ate, she ate. Okay, so take a look at this video.
I know a baddie when I see one, and I know a fake ass hoe wanna be one. Half ass hoe wanna be us. If it wasn't for your daddy, I have to see some. Cause this'll be blackface and you will really be none. Cancel on spot, you ain't need none. Just a vulture to the culture. Insecure, spoiled, rich kid, want acceptance by the knee gun. You can do a show way of Africa, and we can still see the Karen in you through the camera. Shorty only put broke bumps on the show, cause a real bad bitch gonna embarrass her. If you ask me, the budget look low. Last season, summer been went cold, and my money already made. Zeus only like to make stars out of broke ass hood hoes. That's why you hating on diamond. Bitches like you hate to see a dark skinned girl shining. And you ain't no got it. It's in your contract, baby. You ain't no that timing. When you put me in the side room, I coulda knocked you. Nah, but I ain't that grimy. You the only one that forget you got a husband, girl. I ain't that slimy. And when you hear this, sit there and be quiet. Yeah, I'm the one went viral on your platform for slapping and sliding in the red fur and big ass diamonds. Shit gotta be rigged. How you looking for a baddie and you ain't called H-Town finest? Money came by power. The got them chains in a perspective. You the baddie, that's your holler.
So speaking of baddies, former baddie, Krishan Malone. Okay, so she's apparently in Atlanta as well, and she's been doing her press runs, promoting her new gospel single. So she's made it to the docket today because this little video clip of her went viral. Her and Junior. Let's take a look.
Who got my phone?
You have what?
Notes.
Notes?
Yeah.
What kind of notes do you have?
The word.
And why's your tooth in?
Oh, it's a special day.
Oh, it's a special day. Would I allow you space and time? I think Pastor Tim took care of it pretty good because around here.
Now, I'm not going to get too much into it. Hell, the only reason I'm even bringing it up is because I see that a lot of folks is talking about this, and more specifically, they're talking about Junior, okay? Now, I try not to get into the thick of things and talk too much about Junior. That's why I didn't do much when, you know, everybody was coming out speculating about this baby having, you know, health issues and things like that. I never, you know, too much got into all of that and speculating and all of that because it's like, we don't know, right? But then, as of a few months ago, Jay and Marsh and, you know, a few other people that was associated with Krishan started spilling beans about the real situation that's going on with Junior. And obviously, the proof is in the pudding. We see this little boy. He's, 18 months now. He's damn near 2. And you can tell that he still don't have, like, full control of his facilities. He can't sit up right. He's not behaving in a way that a child his age should behave. But what I will say, though, I want to commend Krishan because, you know, despite everything that's been happening with her and Tasiki and, you know, her and her family members and things like that, I really admire the fact that she hasn't been too much in the spotlight for negativity as of late, okay? I do admire the fact that regardless to what people are saying about her son, she still brings him out. She still has him with her everywhere, you know. So for what it's worth, it does seem like she's being as best of a mom as she could be, okay? And as far as that baby's diagnosis, it's like she doesn't owe us anything to tell us what's wrong with that baby. Like, if she wants to share, you know, what the real truth is, because obviously he's not behaving normally, so there is something wrong with the baby. That's plain and clear. If she wants to talk about it, that's fine. If she don't, it doesn't matter, because nobody out here, none of us, none of y'all is helping take care of this girl or her child. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not providing his day-to-day needs. So regardless to what you believe the situation is and who you want to blame about the baby's condition, at the end of the day, none of y'all was taking care of that fucking child but her. Okay? So I want to take it. I want to take a log up off the fire pit that y'all is trying to build for Krishan, because it seemed like every time I turn around, somebody's constantly bashing her as a parent and constantly bashing that baby. That baby don't deserve none of the fucking attention that he's getting. He don't deserve that negative attention. He was innocent. He is innocent, but unfortunately, because of his parents, he's been kind of thrown under the fire way before he was even born. The baby never stood a chance. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's fucked up how people constantly berate this baby. Once he get old enough to understand, he's going to see how people felt about him. He's going to see all of these things that his parents have done and things like that. He's already going to have to deal with that. So I feel like the pile on with all these grown ass motherfuckers who probably got autistic kids or disabled children them damn selves want to sit up here and continuously point out the fact that this baby has a disability. We know that. We understand that. And I feel like just move on. Like, you see that this girl is doing her best to try to be a parent. Despite everything that has happened, she's trying. And I want to give a dog a bone when they really hungry. You know what I'm saying? So she's definitely doing what the fuck she wants to do. I mean, what the fuck she should be doing, and she looks good. And for what it's worth, her and the baby looks clean. He looks, for the most part, healthy despite his condition. He does look like he's being taken care of. Okay, so let's just nip that in the bud. Let's just kill that. Okay, but anyway, this was just a short video because I really wanted to kind of get into a few things that has happened in the baddie space. Okay. But with that being said, you guys let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about the whole beef with Stunna and Ivory. Do you guys believe that that Ivory really gashed on his face? And do you believe that that picture that Anna posted was photoshopped or premeditated? Because I see that some people are saying that she premeditated that picture, like she took it in advance because she already knew that something was going to happen, so she took the picture in advance so that she could post it up like nothing happened. You feel me? I don't really know, but either way, I fought Stunna girl for that situation. Then you got the baddie, the baddie contestant who made the diss song against Natalie. How y'all feel about that? Is y'all feeling the song? Do y'all think she's being salty? Like, what's the case? What's the deal? Even if she is being salty, the bitch obviously got talents, so she shouldn't have to be too salty. Like, bitch, use your talents and glow up another way. You feel me? One monkey don't stop no show. Okay, and then the whole situation with Ivory. I mean, not Ivory, but Lex and Anna. Do you guys feel like that's a legit beef? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I love you guys. Deuces.